term them like this, where politics they shape the future, career they define we path them, and the economy they touch everybody in life.
Big thank you to
one program where they ask the hard question them and also bring the answer them close to you, face to face with the movers and shakers, the voice them will matter, the issue them will count. One time per week, one big name, one big issue, one-on-one on Liberty Online TV. Every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. with Khadija Bangura. One-on-one, only on Liberty Online TV.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Now you platform where they turn up for the true and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
I think currently I have a thing for Vicky Remo.
Hello viewers, we don't bring different content then to you, and we know the tire for make the content then where you like. And now we dey bring fun and shorts with Adri. This na game show also your favorite celebrity, social media influencers, students, and other people to play game they like, truth and shots, charades, riddles, and other game then where you self go learn from. This content will come to you every Sunday, 9 o'clock na net. Now all the Liberty Online TV social media platforms then.
She chose number one. She's always number one.
Period.
On top.
Period. On top.
Yeah, man.
So not miss out. Join me for laugh with your favorite celebrity and social media influencers then.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We dey stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. And today na Monday, the very first week inside the month of November. Wow, 2025. Fastly they come to an end. And as we all know, November, a very special month for Liberty Online TV, but we're going to unveil the packages them for now later on this week. So we're going to know how we go continue for celebrate as a family as Liberty TV they turn 2 inside this November. Not only we two for the past 2 years, one for say we tell una plenty thank you for the love, the support, and the loyalty throughout the 2 years them wey Liberty Online TV don dey na this journey with una. One for say congratulations to una all. We don't support we don't be loyal to this platform, and we hope say we will continue for be free, fearless, and inclusive in we work way we they do. Well, this is not the breakfast show where they come to you every day from Monday to Friday as they look at different issues them. And we will bring this edition come to you this Monday morning. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Well, it's Monday, the 3rd day of November 2025. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we still not lose sight yet on the fight against the issue we get for do with drugs. We make this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we decide to say we can look at statistics, waiting at the data, waiting at the figures them where they show, especially also, we can hear it from the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, where they can tell with the data where they don't collect so far, arrest them where they don't make so far, waiting at the numbers of people where they don't arrest, waiting at the numbers of people where officially they know saying that people and where they don't take from different sides in the country, where don't come in contact with drugs. And that's what they can discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
All right, drugs now a national crisis, and we the media not for lose sight of the fact say we still get big work for do, as we all see the first gentleman of the state, when His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio himself don't join the fight. He don't make bold statements them. He don't go visit the victim there within a rehabilitation center them. Inside last week we see the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the police and the military they raid certain places them, certain community within the consider as in a hotspot. Funkia community. Now one of the community that we then be raid inside last week. Outside the people then been joined the law enforcement agency. Then begin point people that we then believe say then community that where they sell drugs, and also the police be make some arrest of people them where the community people them been take ownership. Then say they don't tire for see them picking in life they be wasted from drugs and other substances there, especially the one they call Kush. So the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and the police with the military be embarked on a massive raid inside last week. Amongst people that don't catch, amongst people in dinner detention center, you go know inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And as you don't read, they don't set up a toll-free hotline, 900, where you go call. His Excellency the President on Friday be make different directive them, maybe announce different measures them for add to the existing measures then where they already get for ensure say they fight against this particular substance, whether they call Kush and other substance them. Well, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency be embarked on a raid, and self we use His Excellency the President talk about the judiciary. They don't dedicate special judge and magistrates and for looking inside cases them we get for do with drugs. Well, we see outside the courts don't begin for give 10 years sentence to people them where then they find out say they into drugs. Then we just join with court reporter Mayatu Bangura and he go report on a judgment where then be making a court inside last week.
Justice Aissata Selu Toka, na High Court number 5 Circa Stephen Street, Freeton, don sentence 125 years old Abubakar Sise for go 10 years jail na the Male Correctional Center. The defendant been kidnapped before Justice Toka for answer to one count charge wey gets for do with unlawful possession of drug contrary to Section 8, Subsection A of the National Drug Control Act 2008, Act number 10 of 2008, where police allege say, inside last year na Freeton, then catch am with 60.5 grams of kush without any lawful authority. The defendant say in guilty where the court been read the charge to am, but beg the judge for tamper justice with mercy. Justice Tucker don say, kush don spread bad na the country, don spoil life them and cause damage to society. For sake of that, Justice Tucker don sentence the defendant 10 years jail na the Male Correctional Center and end up say the right authority them for destroy the drug. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Mayatu Mbangura.
All right, welcome back. Well, then a report where Mayatu Mbangura puts together from the court, also the issue gets for do with drugs. And like we tell you now, this edition of the Breakfast Show today, We can't talk about statistics on the issue we get for do with drugs. Also, we go look at the recent raid where the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, together with the police, been doing at different communities. Waiting at the essence for this particular raid we then do. Waiting at the number of people where they don't arrest currently. We get connection to either they sell drugs or if anybody there we them believe say die of drugs, waiting at the numbers, people wait until they don't take from the streets to treatment centers. Them not anything anyway they discuss now this edition of the breakfast show. And members, you say for they watch the show, get a responsibility for add your voice to the topic. Drop your message in the comment section or send them to the number +23274 200 545. Now the studio this morning for can't talk about the statistics we get for do with the issue of drugs. I want to welcome Ibrahim Samuel Duba, we come out on the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency. Good morning, and it's a pleasure for get you again.
Yeah, good morning, Miriel, Khadija. Good morning, listeners. I want to say plenty, and big thank you to Liberty Online Television for this opportunity.
All right. I know a lot of things that happen since you've been left the studio, because the last time when you left here, we will get conversation of waiting, really the agency they do for ensure say the issue of drugs, especially kush, where plenty of the young people they take now, it be a thing of the past. And then they will be the talk treatment center, they not been day up working. Now we see the president himself don't go waka. Now one of the centers, them side, and they handle people and we don't come in contact with drugs. And also we see the 5 new additional measures them where the president don't talk about. But let me just start first from the agency specifically. Since you left here, waiting on I don't do.
So maybe plenty things they done they happen. Today I'm not just there in the capacity of NDLEA. I there as well as somebody where they talk on behalf of the National Task Force on Drug and Substance Abuse. So whatever way I believe say we can discuss here, and not just specifically related to waiting NDLEA don't do. We all hear on Thursday the 23rd when the president get the stakeholders engagement after a visit at the PMTC Peace Mission Training Center. This trip they are big. Una not say una not get invite for go. I hope so una go visit the rehab. Una go see. And then as well as the Kisi Psychiatric Hospital, we take in the 40 beds of people where they get severe wounds and some we get some serious cancerous wounds and we very difficult for watch. They self get their own opportunity for get this treatment facility in Kisi. So plenty things that don't happen over the week. Now we know they just look at National Task Force. They call them Special Security Operation Units. Special Security Operation Units, they as a unit where ABC, they don't scale up the measures under the law enforcement pillar and the task force for ensure say we're able for fight against drug and harmful substances. The personnel that don't increase. What we they talk of, we get previously we get 40 police officers and 30 armed, and now we don't get 60 additional military support. We plus 3 senior colonel, lieutenant colonel, and lieutenant officers. Them we don't add to 93 military personnel, and then we don't get additional 30 police added to these 40 we get. And now we get the ONS, in our Office of National Security, because then self get some security architecture them we get for be very vital in terms of giving some relevant information to surveillance and other security. We follow we get some certain people them, and we get the of course the NPHA, when are the National Public Health Agency, and then we get the Ministry of Health, we now the Health Education Unit. We all done the part of, and in fact, as well as we get the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, we all do form a very robust team now for make we able ensure say we crack down. Activities don't start actually from Saturday the 25th. Saturday the 25th, we be get first 2 mandates. We one of the mandate now for make we ensure say we reach out to communities and give some community awareness and sensitization. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we be there on that 3 days active sensitization and community awareness. And then we as well get the Monday, Tuesday, where we do pick up for the one day we dey na streets. We not get access to rehabilitation facility. And that one then they will not get access to rehabilitation facility. We be use that as an opportunity for pick them up from various locations. Also, we go get the community engagement and community sensitization for make we identify them and locate them for rehabilitation. And as well as within the same communities, we will identify the one that with severe wounds. We know about 40 of them where we go with Nakisi for the treatment programs where they themselves they go through. So it's like then days and day was really, really robust. I think say Una self capture them, Una capture, in fact, Una be the live, Una see how the Funkia community be really welcome the initiative. When I see some of how the wounds are really terrible, some even don't reach to the bones. We according to analysis from Dr. Jallo, I will just give you Dandy, and from Dr. Jallo, on side we get 31 female, 31 male, 9 female. We some up to 40, and some get for go through some real surgical process them we for able make that them foot and they really able for be functional again and for me they able use them again, because we they talk of say them people that actually not the one that we not get access. Imagine 2024 this Sierra Leone Psychiatric Teaching Hospital under the Wendu report they tell you say over 1,700 and something number of victims will be get opportunity for access the facility. That now be a scale will be very, very high, where we they talk about from 100 and something to that automatic rising scale of people will be just get opportunity for access facility. And thousands actually be there will not be get access to facility. So this now an opportunity for them we will get then kind of people then they forget the access to facility. Similarly, we get now the hospital where they say the PMTC, we itself get number about 100 we they now the PMTC presently. We itself they go through the rehabilitation process. So simultaneously, side by side, all 2 them facilities and they gone well. And not forget say Daru Barrack self don't start for function. Then self the rehabilitation don't open last week, Thursday, and then self they do well and considerably the improvement and the facility is very, very encouraging. And we the hope for say in the very near future, we the try for see of course Bo Gunda Mayongo open this week back, and then we the hope for say we'll be able for go to Bombali, put local, and that of McKinney for see how the Tekobarak self go open, and then the put local self go open very recently. We expect for McDonald to open within this week to next week, based on how the speed the process they go on.
Duba, during this radio, so community people able for join on a points people away them believe say they are the community though they sell them drugs there. And some of them people there so be they resist where police may want for arrest them. For example, the Funkia community wanna be they'll be the cover and live. During the raid, how many people the police able for clamp down on?
So that first footage we see actually will be the time for do mitigation processes. One, we get for protect the people then we there for identify them people there. And we know want for make it be like open something where people then go get their lives there at risk. So you find out say we get a system we'll call CADAV, Community Anti-Drug Advocacy Volunteers. If you can remember back then when the Amreb Biboku, the minister present when a minister of internal affairs, when a retired AIG Lengo, be introduced what you call CSV, Community Safety Volunteers. You understand? So that same method, and we want for say how we able get the community for be the best people for able for give the link to the one they would. So the NPHA we don't design an app. That app they neither be used for be able for do tracing under the mpox. So that app they just don't upgrade and now for let it be an app for able for give location. Wherein if you know somebody, you don't need for put your name, you just need for give the location of the place. Also, you know, seen a suspected drug deal in the good day, and then that particular app they give you coordinates exactly to waiting you dey try for say. So it dey safeguard you the person where they give the information where nobody no go know say now you give information. So of course you get forget community, you get forget some resistance because I want let you know say the drug dealers don't make themselves powerful in our community. And you go find out saying that them be they do for nothing good no more. They go say, like I tell you, we get some communities where it be say one gay person go say I dey supply give the mosque there or the church there one or two bag grace and give una plus as money for activity una they get. So that one day alone they make the people then feel to say you na then savior because that one they not easily come by. So at the end of the day, the community go always they try for protect them kind of people and they. But we they use this as a theory for let people not be identified because before now people be done they give information and they afraid say they point the way they point, they come back and point and be very violent towards them. So we look at that protective measures that for the people who go and give you information so that we because we will be going at the community now that's one of the things that we'll be do. We ensure say we get a lot of process them for share the app with community people them. You they use Android, you know they use Android, and we don't activate the 117 line where it be say self you able for call, and then when you call the 117, you get able for just give you message and it appear at the dashboard where automatically we get a GPS coordinate we able for know outside the caller they call from and waiting they tell for say then the requisite people that we responsible for that thing the thing will be channeled to them for make we able for get approval or arrest for them people then they.
All of what you don't say they break the supply chain of the drugs because last week when we do one of the episodes of the breakfast show, we talk to people in different parts in the country where most of them they allege say then they suspect from Freetown, then they supply the drugs to the different districts. What you don't talk, how will they break the supply chain?
Now I make you find out say this operation not limited to Freetown no more, but we more intensify the operation at Freetown here because we know say if we're able for curtail the situation now Freetown here, then meaning we don't starve the other places and the provinces and the other parts of the region same. This particular system we believe saying why would they use this system? Because always people they say, hey, the one way they call the business, una not go after them. Well, una def the one way they call the business, now we no more, now we they can't sell at this bottom. Yes, we they look at waiting availability and accessibility. Drug business, let's be honest with yourself, not to something who they can fit right now, it done now. Now festive season they cancel. Today November 3rd. You understand? We get for do this stay we done I believe say take December done. Because not to something we be say now one of something. It get for be something we get for be continuous. So if we not try for do them and let we raise the awareness because we believe say the supply chain for cut off by we the community people. I know that they all say, Khadija, I know that they all say, not to everybody they listen your program. Other programs and then other choices and the way other people go listen to. But waiting go make you program get the attention of more viewers, more listeners, now because of waiting them where you they use as a strategy for captivate the attention of your listeners and the audience. And that they make you get increased viewers and increased audience. So this we believe say we don't bring an out to the community We want to be a community ownership. We want let the community know say this not for them and this not for the safety. Because if we all make ensure say we community safe, then I want to know say with the strengthen with families, with the strengthen with homes, with the strengthen with picking and development now for a better society.
Task force where government don't set now for look at the substance them currently we una the fight against or any other drug related matter.
Every drug related matter, but primarily now the drug where they cause more harms and more access to people when are kush and tramadol.
I ask this question because there is an issue where they on ground outside the Netherlands government they look for a particular individual who then believe say a drug kingpin where for go back and serve in jail time then for drug related cases and also murder. And when they believe say it in Sierra Leone, and as they speak, information they show say then they about for sending delegation as Sierra Leone for can continue with the engagement with the Sierra Leone government on how they for extradite this particular individual. And police don't tell the public say this person we in pictures and they viral, then Sabi and for be Umar Sharif. So if the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency just focus on tramadol and kush, where a drug lord, where the world wants, then believe say Salon Harboram.
Waiting me one for say with respect to that, we are guided by mandates and we guided by laws. Section 70 of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Act, NDC Act, say we say a situation of the international cases then for be channeled through the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And when it channeled through the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice get for, in return, look at the possible threats around that particular individual and look at what could be the situation or the scenario, then it can be channeled to the requisite agency for taking action. As far as me concerned at the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, I have not received any instruction from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice requesting for the need of a particular individual we wanted from the Netherlands government. So as a result of that, me believe say, if such an individual they, na Sierra Leone as the Netherlands they purport, then it means say they need to go through the requisite body when are the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and then see how the extradition process go happen. But for now, I'm not able to say much with regards than that because I'm guided by laws, I'm guided by a mandate, and we enshrine now we own a National Drug Control Act.
In as much as you're guided by law for the fact say when they deal with issues we get for deal with drugs, when a concern say the international community eye on Salon because of this individual?
Well, it not can be saying that for just one individual. A country like Sierra Leone happen for be within the coast, and we serve as a country we concerned with respect to the fact say we geographical location within the coastal lines can put we into then transit spot. Not till today we don't feel say Sierra Leone a transit country. Long before now, even towards the state of the passing of the NDC Act, we're under the certificate of emergency will be able the Colombian plane. Now, because of the one use Sierra Leone as a transit country, and Sierra Leone as a country, not can be say we get knowledge of them kind of thing, but because of the geographical location where we find ourselves, then can make it be say other people where they deal with drug can use that as an advantage for able for use with waters we see and we porous border crossing points them for use their kind means and they for transit. And now that make this particular thing, the agency don't begin to try for see how we go identify strategic spots. Because of that security matter, another for kind sit down here and begin to tell you waiting at the strategies them. Of course, there are a lot of things we don't be put in place now. But I know we can begin. If I begin to tell you now, say, we don't put this strategy in place, we don't put this strategy in place. Now, so the person when the criminal or when the drug dealer go able for know what for do for circumvent there with strategies and the
Popular opinion out there now that this particular fight difficult for una because even people and we supposed for join una, like the law enforcement bodies, there are videos where they go viral of dances every part of the substance intake. And also rumor has it that even the police, then they hold people where they sell these drugs, but because of money and corruption, at the end of the day, then they left them people there go. All of them think they make the fight difficult for una.
So all these they don't far from the truth, and people get rights to their opinion. Sierra Leone is a sovereign state. You know, go stop people enough for say waiting at their opinion. You know, go stop people enough for talk waiting them feel they go wrong as a society. Because they see, because they do that, they see other people that they do that thing, and they not definitely mean say everybody involved. I wish una be there on Saturday when the police, the military, the ONS, we all be converge na Okipich na Moritown, make yeri na Wilberforce, make yeri where everybody be the give in statement. One of the strong statements where the IG say, they say the president don't give an executive order. And in this executive order, nobody is exempted. Even the IG, in your brother, one mama, one papa, or in your sister, one mama, one papa, is not exempted. Similarly to the CDS. You understand? Similarly to that of the ONS, NS code. You understand? All these were strong statements for tell you, say, if people be they make joke with expect to executing them presidential orders there, this particular one, anybody found one thing before now, they don't they discharge.
Different.
Before now,
Different.
they don't they discharge.
With waiting president we don't talk.
No.
With waiting talk
Khadija,
now.
they don't. They una na media people them. Una don't they follow the trend. They don't they discharge policemen them whether they involved in drugs. They don't they dismiss soldier man them whether they involved in drug. You understand? So it means before now, people then be they take action. They strip them off of their uniforms, then charge them as criminals. It be done they happen. And that they therefore tell you now say, whatever the difference with waiting be done, waiting president be done they say, and waiting it don't say now. Now the fact say now say it don't emphasize. And for that you see the increment of personnel, the military don't give 60 more personnel for this particular operation. And the time for tell you now say the seriousness of don't increase. It don't increase. Because more people don't they get risks and exposed to the accessibility of the substances there. So it means now we all this I know how we look at them as a blame game theory. I wonder we look at them as every meaningful citizen a responsibility. It don't be a state of public health emergency. Why make president they declare state of public health emergency? It means every other person, the seriousness of the matter don't increase that everybody gets a contribution for play. Everybody gets a role for play. This why if they say we get for the continue for the play blame games, I like waiting under the media houses that they do. At least I don't dedicate 2 weeks or more to these drug issues, which means say una self now una your contribution than they follow una raise the alarm and make sure say the one they will not be the pay attention to them.
Nobody know they play the blame game. We just they talk about the issues at hand. We don't hear police arrest a particular individual, then charge and go courts. Magistrates get bail, put on a bail. Now the person is nowhere to be found. That's why I ask.
That one did lapses. When then thing they happen, I want to know before now, the magistrate then be they use either the Pharmacy Board Act of 2001 or the NDC Act of 2008. But now it don't be compelled on all magistrates. You not get option. Hence na drug case where they deal with contraband substance. Now the NDC Act for use. If you use the Pharmacy Board Act of 2001, the punishment in there, they're more equal to fines. So, and available. But if you use the strong act when at the 2008 Drug Act, it get more stronger fines them. If I not get fines, it get fines, but it get more strong punishments them. You understand? So it's compulsory now on all magistrates. You not get option. Not a situation where you be get option for use the Pharmacy Drug Act. No, this now you not get no option other than for let you use the 2008 Drug Act. So from now, what are they expect for long are going to do now? Now for let just now why they come in, and they say magistrate they don't they begin they give 10 years verdict, not to so, which is good. So which means now say pay attention now to waiting for be the continue verdict them. You hear where the judiciary pull a press release, they tell you say special attention has been given, and in fact court they sit now up to Saturday for trial drug cases them. Trial drug cases they get delayed because they get for go through the DPP. You understand? And when they go through DPP, they get for seek for waiting for be the opinion of the DPP before they make charges. But now we know we go through the stages and they always they need for do now. You get for make sure say they go through Toku and ensure say then do a forensic analysis. The forensic analysis now in the give now for make them charge the matter.
Delay not the day again.
Delay not the day again.
So waiting don't happen to that case of the individual owner cage, for example, na Funkia. Waiting at the current status regarding that if delay not the day again.
Which individual they talk
that
about?
person we wanna be in go whole na Funkia wanna reach the community where then direct to us na post where then they suspect say they sell the drugs.
So like we tell you, the one that we go point out, they be that risk. They all be that risk. They be that risk. We all the person we detain them, but actually we go check in place, we not see exhibits at that moment. So what we get for do? We get for do a community mitigation. We ensure say we try for level up a playing field for everybody knows say.
That means on a left the person they back in the community.
We not left them at large. A day, but wait till you go present, wait till you go turn in a court. I want to know something. The process of charging drug cases, no go na court then go tell you say you no get exhibit against this person.
This
drug
particular because
drug matter need exhibits.
What they ask is
because at the exhibit they turn in a court.
What they ask is a community no go just among many other people point somebody say this person they sell drugs.
Now the community they go give witness and the community get for go prosecute.
Are they come? So I want to know how una conclude that particular matter and outside the person day.
Like I tell you, in policing, we get community mitigation. And we get where how we handle some issues them. Basically where it be say, like that kind of thing and they, you know, that person, you all can't say now say, now yeah, what if that person they listen now? Or what if that person relatives that they listen now? What if them people then they listen? I can't tell you now waiting for happen. I don't prejudice the decision.
Waiting for happen. I say waiting at the current state of situation
so
for that incident day.
They surveillance that person day. Now that you want to know now. I don't tell you that day now. We the surveillance. Even if we get for left arm, we not get for left arm no more ordinarily.
So it in a custody?
It help you with investigation.
It in a police custody?
Yes, sir.
Let me look at the trust from the public, which could be very important in this fight. When you talk to the public, then get a own perception about how the NDLA don't they handle this and also the police. And we don't hear questions about even you boss with the head, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency say there's a question mark to this individual if presidents be really serious about cutting the supply chain or even fight against drugs. Now enforce for ask for step aside now that agency.
Well, I don't know why that for be the question because this na individual way since in Kamwan na that office, there have been lots and lots of improvement. And it don't show so much interest in this because they get passion for humanity. They get passion for the destitute. They get passion for the youths where they grow up because they want to see them get a better life. And we don't see several cases where we say this not the first executive director where the agency don't ever produce, where at the end of the day, he not just sit down in office and hope for information from me time. Instead, they go na the field for ensure say he able get first-hand information of them people there where they go through their conditions there. I tell you, for the very first time, me done in an office, I see the executive director. They go na the field and done the dungeons, and even you read the people they employed with respect to waiting that they go through. This not possible. Don't express so much sympathy, so much empathy, so much feelings for their hopeless conditions, their hopelessness situations there, where be say a belief say that people are need for the restored hope too. Where be say them people are need for get another chance. Where be say them people are they need a second chance in life. Not a situation where you for just discriminate them, keep them aside as if they have no future. Then definitely need a second chance. That it make it always done the plead for make the rehabilitation process be more increased in terms of numbers, in terms of treatment and care. Personally, we can ask don the Connaught Hospital, they don't they use in personal resources for ensure say the youth them among them around them Kinjimi, Kube, where they go, they pick them up. Before ever we begin the treatment program than SLPTH, we they take them at Connaught and not to just one-off program. It's like on continuous process program where you don't they give. So I don't know why you go say a get question. And I can always say Sierra Leone is a sovereign state. The citizens they get freedom of speech. People get right to their opinion, people get right to their views. But I cannot stand the same view where other people then get for waiting that they say. Because me, I know very well say this person really gets the passion for drive this agency going further with respect to the fight against drug and substance abuse.
Convinced say he's fit for the job, even though he was seen in a video with person where the Netherlands government believes say they salon were connected to issue we get for do with drugs. You're still convinced say he's fit for that position?
Yes, I'm convinced say he's fit for that position. I don't have any personal feelings with respect to in your personal relationship. You understand? I have feelings with respect to in work relationship when that I they relate to. I they relate to in work relationship and that of in passion with respect to in position where they serve.
You say until una get evidence, the guy where the community people na funke have been point out.
Not to be guy actually, not be woman.
Okay.
And if we not for be stop the situation, I want to let you understand something first way happen at Funke that day. We already meet. If we not for be go there in time, big uprising for be take place. We meet like there is already a group when like a community vigilante group where they don't form. And if you like say the one then where they done the other side, where they assume for be or then suspect for be the kush dealers, you understand? Be don't wound one person from the other community. So we meet a whole lot of them, they go for revenge. You understand? Get bottles, knife, you understand? With the directive, I go say it was an instinct by Colonel Gogra where he make we get an immediate stop at that Fukia junction and we able to contain that situation. So we know the work on personal vendetta. We know the look, we begin to say now say, oh, because yes, we want to go do the kush fight, but we cannot do it in chaos.
So why not they call on community people now for begin calling lines there, identify
community people
people.
It's intelligence. This is not intelligence. Their operations, they are intelligent-led operations. They are covered. Now I make they tell you say the identity of the individual, even when they do when you go through the app, you don't need for giving your name. Because not to your name we want for use for identify the situation. Now the situation we want for deal with. We know they deal with individuals or personality. We want for deal with the situation on ground. So because on our intelligence led, we they hope for say, let it be something we possible give indiscreet. I don't need for God give because of I want for see if people like will be say COVID or Ebola. People then be the give the 117 line. You understand? Some man be the do out of grudge, out of malice. You understand? At the end of the day, now we'll begin get lots of sensitization. You understand? Some man be even they feel say as they put inside the ambulance, so now chlorine they spray by you. Some man be they feel say now the chlorine be they kill people them. You understand? But when we begin get the sensitization, we begin get the real need how for respond to the cases them. We begin to wash we hands them. We begin to do sanitation and all of that in a day. It be less the rate at which the response will take place, and it become easy. This na response, and with response you get for take your time, make you know in the response, in the cause of the response, make you know cause harm, and this na no harm process. We know, you know, can because of the response against drug now, you can create space for waiting future enmity among community people.
Wetin are the evidence them we normally una look for before una arrest person?
Evidence them many. I tell you, some of them things they please, with all due respect, I not allow delve into them because you already don't create preparation for the person way they into the act or way they deal with that particular trade. Let we keep some of them questions. I know so I can curious for them. But please, because of myself, my own job, na security job I they do, I know can in the ear and begin to outline some of their evidence and you already don't put the person on the alert. So you go tell me now, say, hey, if you don't meet me with this. No.
So based on the same way don't they happen, because we know say several rates happen at different parts of the country. Tell we how the picture turn like in terms of the one that we really police or una don't go catch and una meet them with the substance within the cell getting people here.
So mind you, this particular rates the way they happen. Now we they differentiate victims from perpetrators. President don't tell we say not to everybody they meet a smoke. You understand? You go all as a perpetrator. What do they look out for? We look out for the suppliers. We look out for the one the way they do the trade. Some people then they in drug business where you arrest them, they buy them way for give bigger arrest. For example, I go hold Jack. You understand? Maybe I hold Jack with 3 wraps. But I know say Jack in 3 wraps we hold. Jack will lead me to a bigger catch where go give me more content or more kilos. You understand? I definitely get for allow Jack make a help in the investigation process. So mind you, this not to for say na a way for let Jack go out of the net, but na a way for let Jack able help for let we get the bigger network. And this na the way how it work in investigation.
So now don't get any bigger network pan this different rates then.
If you they see that they do the rates they see them say they catch somebody with 10 kilo or then catch somebody they try for transit from here to Guinea or from here to Liberia. Of course, if you know say them people are bigger networks. Because if you not get in quantity, how you go on for move on from here to other place?
So what you can do with the kilos them way una can don't catch from people?
Because that destruction, we they burn them by incineration. We they burn them. And we can do
And public?
Of course, a public destruction. I wonder why one of the accidents in there will not ever be purview or opportune for witness, then destruction there.
Make the media at times know when una they go do them.
No. If Abdul will be there, he will tell you because basically now in and the ONS possibly responsible for arrange for media. You understand? And that don't they happen. We don't they get media coverage them. Lots of media houses. I wonder how una say no they collaborate with our colleagues, media houses them.
Well, they ask this
really
question.
need for
They
on
ask
a
this
need for advanced
question.
network.
When they ask this
Don't
question,
even go there. Don't even go
Una
there.
need for advanced
Because
network.
even the last read we una do, I call you on something else before you remember now say you never told us about that raid na Funkia. Now something else have been called for ask, but
let me tell you, say let you man the join me.
now that's how they say.
On that day.
That's not been last minute now. After we una be done all our plans, and they go me call for other thing. You just use the opportunity for inform we. So it's not like we know they reach out. But una way they plan una programs them, get specific media then way una similar ones for work with.
No, Khadija. No, maybe una not they think that way do.
So why you they think that way?
They think that way do. Why we for side? Una me party there.
Don't smile. Why you they think that way? Dey?
Well, I know they think that way. They what make I they think say una,
because you they explain like we are not sniffing for the news.
No,
and we are.
No, you are sniffing. But what I'm saying, you need to sniff more early, because when the news gets hotter, more await itself when it's hot. It's more important when it's hot.
They are now in different capacity. Also, they talk for the task force.
They question me. Not in different right now today. People like na double barrier like na get for me. Anyway, I get bulletproof.
They talk on behalf of the task force as well.
Yeah.
And una don't go give the report to His Excellency the President. And like they don't add 5 new measures as well. But people then they way the police be don't put under investigation. For example, Natasha Beckley would then be put as wanted at some point and go raid a particular house. So the police say then believe say I ain't get and then they use that house there as a lab for produce some of them substance there. Waiting at some of the updates on them cases, then the way the police they investigate. Now that when I don't get additional measures in the fight.
Okay, so because of that specifically now police order, I know I'm going to run deeply.
You I'm coming for the task force.
Yes, but that particular operation, waiting at the time for tell you, me no know say Natasha Beckley use. As far as the National Drug Law Enforcement, I no know say Natasha Beckley use. You understand? Waiting NDLA we don't do, we don't put a seizure notice. And a seizure notice, now for all whosoever will own the property, for come and clarify. You understand? And when the policy come for can clarify, then I can know now say na this na get the house.
So for Mona put out that notice.
Nobody not come it. And by the end of this December, you understand, that house they be confiscated by the state. So as far as me concerned from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency perspective and waiting the act, when you put up a seizure notice, if for day up to 6 months, if nobody not claim that property or come for clarify and say I ain't get that property and able for justify all the equipment or thing that meets at that house, you understand? Then that house, then property or everything, they be confiscated by the states. So me no go can pinpoint and say na Natasha Beckley who's standing. As far as the NDLA concerned, nobody have come up to say he or she is the owner of that property. So for me, I go only able to identify who than are the owner of that property when the person shows say, you understand? A decision notice on a put so property belongs to so person. Because the house was abandoned when there was the raid. It was abandoned. All the things they will miss they are still in there intact. You understand? It's locked.
So
and we get people that they did. NDLA personnel and they did. You understand? OSD personnel and they did. Turkey personnel and they did. You understand? So it means, for as far as me concerned, nobody have come up to say. So Natasha Beckley, if I get that house, you understand, it say no to your house, no problem. It becomes the state property by the end of December.
So under our radar, how many houses then they currently under the seizure notice?
I think not two. Two, yes. That house dey na Taylor Street and one Waterloo alongside Old Red Cross warehouse. Those are the two properties where I know say we get seizure notice for.
People in the investigation for the two property then they?
Nobody, because the places were deserted. They were abandoned. Nobody.
But where this one at Taylor Street where police link to Natasha?
And that our police get the young case with that.
They work together?
We don't work together.
Waiting at the updates on that?
No, me update that I get for tell you. If you need further updates from the police, you can get them from them. We all get with different mandates there.
But una not get any
you
platform
the side when the platform also all the meet up
share information.
The Toku Security Framework and NS and National Security Forum. You understand? So whatever updates will they share, you understand? If I share and now, it go through that procedure. But for now, I know I can't tell you say NDLA get this, police get this. I don't know on which grounds.
Because the updates we they ask for, once it gets for do with drugs and una get a platform where una all they give updates, the updates are not for me pick and choose who's one for come na the platform. No. So no updates not come yet regarding that particular property in Taylor Street.
Yeah, from what the police say. The police then tell you say then Natasha Beckley. Natasha Beckley say no to him. Police say then go cancel. Not to so. And council say no to they get the right for show property. So what else you let me can talk? When me the mandate send me say where I put a seizure notice. If the person the owner of the property, if I come out for her.
Before una put a seizure notice, waiting are normally the criteria the way owner can look for before una declare this house say if person not claim and by so term or they become the state property.
The seizure notice then the mandate give me for do. Hence I suspect that house for be with itself and I go and find then related items and day. You understand? The seizure notice then I for do. Of course, different institutions and they get the mandate. Of course, drug case can be related to Financial Intelligence Agency, FIA. If you want for dig with respect to properties acquired during the course of your drug trade, then I can link the investigation to FIA. Because FIA need now for coming if there have been any laundry of money into this particular business or what you don't acquired within the course of your trade. You understand? How long you don't do into the drug. Waiting that you don't acquire. All of them things and then now FIA can kind of do other digging. But that's not continuous investigation processes.
Talking about this seizure, now one of the things that His Excellency been talk about during in speech, you said they announce additional measures. Una sure say this could be a right step in this fight on Adifan?
Well, we sure so because even you say to the extent even you will get property, landlord will get property. You understand? You allow your property for be used. You understand? For drug-related activities. You understand? You the landlord, you not go only be prosecuted or convicted. You understand? Your property also can be confiscated. You understand? Even if na land, for example, of course, we know say people that can give power of attorney to property, people then for serve as power of attorney, pretty responsible for them property then they. For example, either America, you property there, but they use your land for place outside they make get to, you understand? And then place and they happen for be find out. You understand? They can be confiscated. That particular thing they make serious headway because at the end of the day, now one of the things and the way people begin lose properties and way be said they don't accumulate or they don't get. Or you in a land on all you don't know sometimes you go see the landlord say, me I don't know say this person and that they do. But how that go be possible? You grant person you place, they did it for 5 years, You know, you want to tell me say you not get nobody where they can do checks and balance at that place there? You don't know which kind of activity that person they do? Look like, for example, the place where they go find out na Arlington. Also, they go get their machine, their equipment, then they. You understand? Yes, that back now another property where they under seizure notice.
When we talked to Dr. Jallo sometimes back, he say as it is now, labs them they all over the place. So suddenly they do the mixture there of different chemical until they get the substance where they want to in the kush. How many labs them on are able to identify?
If I be done then they like all landed and they on a seizure notice. We call them clandestine laboratories. Clandestine laboratories not necessarily mean say Khadija, this studio here can be a clandestine laboratory. You understand? It can be a laboratory. Some people then they go na hotel. They go rent one hotel room. But now they use there for clandestine laboratory. You understand? So this is how people don't make this thing here difficult. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing at them place and I make what they tell you say it's an intelligent-led operation. We always believe say one of the greatest source are the people. One of the greatest source are intelligence. One of the greatest source are covert operations.
But the same people there, and that you earlier state say then give you information, but I'm not able to make use of the information because I not get evidence.
No, we're not saying so not make use of the information. Waiting, you go make alleged information about somebody. Waiting go make me do something now where I do counter surveillance to that information where you give. People they be say that they make hawks call. Like 117, people they call and no more at times no more. They not talk nothing. 119, people they call 119. For no, they not talk nothing. So there are times where people give you information, we get for counter surveillance that information. For let you able to prove that information truthful, realistic or not.
Earlier, you make mention say these operations on Adipa by December on get for intensify which on they anticipate say by December the substance go dey back na the markets them.
So
and this fight it look seasonal duba because then in the camp on they intensify measures on go begin do raid them at some points back on can just slow down. And during them period, then they 90 people away they bring the substance to the country. They begin ship loads of containers. We are inside the port authority say then capture about 16 containers where they hand over to the police.
So let me begin I think when some of them stories there they come up, let me begin to ask how then thing there they go. Khadija, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, and the agency by law will for take the leadership role in all drug-related matters. Every drug-related matter, like serious organized crime. And let's not forget, say, drugs, they're among the 3 world organized crimes: human trafficking, ammunition trafficking, and drug trafficking. They're so serious that one successful trafficking of them thing they give billions of dollars. So people who they into them, they are really take them serious. Where a president talk and we go the hunger in America, and where the citizens, the Sierra Leone population meet them and ask about drug, they tell people and say, let not forget say people who they do with drug, they really get power. And we they fight them, we they try, we they really try. I mean, they just imagine if we not be get agencies and we not be get the security architectures them for able to do all them massive arrest there would done the arrest. I wonder how alone for done they.
How not they handle compromise?
Would I compromise?
How not they handle the issue of compromise?
Say would I compromise?
Because the people way they deal with drugs, then can say now people away na cartel and get a lot of money. So when you dey deal with same kind people and there must be temptations along the line. When I don't encounter any such, like when I can do rapes.
Me not ever encounter that it. And I not ever witness any of me personnel them don't face that kind of situation with respect to compromise. And I tell you something, when once that they happen, believe you me, that person they just be stripped off, but he will be tried as a criminal. I dey tell you that. We not face that situation yet. But wait till they talk so, there is no way that not possible. But we not face that yet. I bet you, Mabel, the day you go here that day, you go know what you go be. We not go either. Believe you me, we not go either.
They also one of the consider as hotspots.
If I talk about hotspot now, I dey make the one day they do the deal begin divert and move from them place and they because they don't hear media. So if you did in that area, they go na side where they not consider hotspot.
They happen under the Lumley Bridge.
Lumley Bridge, we go there, yes. We take people then they will not be victims. We'll go it for treatment and as well as for rehabilitation. But we know say Lumley Bridge, we go not to just Lumley Bridge. That entire place, I think they call it, they get Crapton, they get Scrapyard. That road, that water side where they go take by that new road where they make for go to Aberdeen. That place is a serious place. In fact, me they suggest say the house there all and I don't know because just broke back, but that was the hand that all need for be really demolished. Because all of them places by them banks and that side they all don't feel like high saw. We don't many time we don't pull people in there under the bridge. We don't even this Peace Bridge, Congo Cross. We don't go there. We don't go there. Last time what happen, we go take the over them, we go then rehab. They all run away for us. Now when they begin see the company, they can inside the bus, then we'll go with. So man, now we don't go far and I tell you get confidence for camp. I be wish we really get more. I know they tell you say we don't succeed.
I ask you say
I go tell
on
you say we need for do more.
On an enforcement strategy, if it's working, why una can go like that Lumley Bridge, for example, you say una don't go there. But if you go there right now, you meet more people there.
Because Khadija, you go for take time, you go for no back same. Livelihood conditions and day we make some people in the under them bridge and the back. Before now, destitute they don't dey. People don't they be don't they live in the streets. The drug situation can't just worsen now. Khadija, I know they say we know they do a lot, but we need for do more as a country. We really need for do more.
Challenge day.
No, I dey try for talk about the welfare of citizens. Khadija, me na had this so. Na me grave accident. I get for die. What to be impossible get for lay down that me grave. We need for do more as a country. People they suffer. Forget about the one way they take the drugs. The destitute situation increase. The destitute situation a day. No, lie by you. Not lie by you. We need for do more as a country. Beaucoup things
is there do we get for do with hardship?
Well, I take and say we get when I read a book about Swizzy Banksy is dead. Swizzy Banksy is dead. Way back in South Africa, Johannesburg, they get a restriction where they put in people where they can to the capital Johannesburg. It was not because of the not one let everybody get access to Johannesburg, but they want let Johannesburg be a productive city. You understand? So at least when you can there, you were able to get at least a place for sleep. But the centralization of Freetown, where it be say, some man go there up country and I graduate, you understand? It get skills, it get other opportunities, but it not get side, it not get inside and there for for able to explore all them skills in the. So you find out say that person they go they take and say, Pastor, I can't free turn. And maybe sometimes you can't free turn na just 1 or 2 days he get for squat with a friend. And that friend don't get tired of because he don't stay and send a burden for the feed for the take care of a dreb
Same.
You understand? Me, I get opportunity because of my job. I dey listen to some of the bobo them, some of the destitute them. Some really, if you listen their stories, you go know say it not just start for take drugs, but there is a situational issue where lead them for let take drug. So the drug they just have now as a norm, for norm that pain of waiting, nobody not care for them, abandonment, all them thing and the. You get some people then or some titi the way you talk to they go tell you say na in mama then na in the hustle back for kind to him for provide for him mama and then in siblings them. Some people really need.
Wetin are the youngest age we una don encounter?
Yesterday, we met a 14 years old girl picking at Waterloo. Girl picking 14 years. The old one with 60 wraps kush. He keep him my skin tight, very long clothes. I know say in we investigation, I know say this picking another option. Yanti, as you say, na but I no go talk. I know I talk now because I don't know if that person they listen. But we tell for soft to the way for let we release the picking and let we able know the rightful owner of them thing of that property there.
Sell?
Yeah, the auntie can left and gear for sale. The auntie tell and say that they if for fully launch for this week. The picking the JSS3.
So you give a testimony like Osa can go sell them because
the fear we may be get now if he can go sell Latin in a school.
That was going to be my question. What did he say towards that?
He say no. Now we antique only game like Saturday, Friday we come out school, Saturday, Sunday, now he can sell. He antique it and say now they forget to lunch.
Now that's when I don't do this raid, Duba.
Khadija, people wicked though. Now they all we go they talk by dog and talk by bone. I shed tears yesterday, as if na beat said they beat me. Because that lady, that picking at 14 years old. And here is an aunt where they give the picking, then canteen and they for do. We catch the picking, and I sell it be the sell. Everybody run, enable run. Everybody run. Enable run. Take out time. We set away because you said you can't put that picking there. You can put an cell. You mix them up with other criminals. The psychological trauma alone we don't put that picking through. But maybe another time I will be gonna follow up on that picking and what to go do for them auntie.
Yeah, you don't give we numbers of the people the addicts them one are able for take from the streets, go within at the rehabilitation centers and listening to His Excellency where he talk to them, he say them for sure na the people or they sell them. Because then Sabusa then can go by. Now they will get lead from them addicts their own I don't take from different streets them and carry them go to the rehabilitation centers.
Yes, some they talk. But mind you, what did they go to right now? Therapies. Whatever information they give now you process them. Because you need to take them from the rehab. They can show you what they sell. one try for make waiting that they go through right now. These first few days, if you go under, go see positive vomit, the withdrawal. Because they see some they get cold, they shiver, then withdrawal syndromes and they plenty right now they face. Then they call them junks. Where the junks in they catch them. Oh man. Some man has they will control himself, he mess up by himself all. You understand? So again, you got for a gradual process, forget then compositions and they. Some actually are willing because you define us say right now, they're not there in all of the states of self-minded. You understand? Now until like they don't do 4 weeks where they don't detox them, they don't begin get coping strategies without the substance. And at the more reason that they make who they use the military barracks them because we ensure say in a zero free drug environment.
Yeah, because Dr. Jallo, the other time make mention say some of them can become very violent. They want for go out and they broke the hospital doors them,
They
then
do
rush
all
out.
kind of violent thing. Kisi psychiatric hospital or Kisi we go under. All the glass there, they don't pull and how they call them weld. Even where they weld them, they do all kind of way for pull and for jump. It will surprise you. You go know you don't know which kind of skills or which kind of ability they get for do some of them thing in there. But addiction is very severe something. Now a brain damaging disease. So even rehabilitation not to the way no more for let somebody recover from addiction. Rehabilitation they just help you for make like you not be able for day 2 day without substance. You not be able for day 1 day without substance. It they help you with the pharmacology that the medical aspect for me they give medications and we go help you for able for cope and reduce that cravings and reduce the tolerance because the brain neuron cells they secrete dopamine and that dopamine where they secrete then they give you the cravings the urge for the substance intake. So it not mean say you go through rehabilitation you don't completely recover from substance use. It they help you for manage the condition for like able get coping strategies how you for deal without you not take the substance and able get a better life. Because the dependence level it be done the high where the person be in a streets or where the person be in a house. So where they in a rehab, we know they get access to the substance, it they make that crave. Imagine say wait till they go through now then withdrawal symptoms and they now an aftermath of the fact say it they reduce the intake process. The usual time where be they take the substance where you reach, I be they get that urge for go get the substance. You understand? You get activity now we get for do and engage yourself in now the rehab. At least then they reduce that time they for let you go for the substance. It's severe, it's serious. Let me not make no joke about that. And one of the things that because the model they use a biopsychosocial rehabilitation model. And this biopsychosocial rehabilitation model, it will be a continuum care from the rehab facility to community engagement, community support, family support, friend support. These are all supporting networks or strongs for let help the person for fully recover. So in not the end at the rehab, family members then get a role for play. So now I make you find out say like the one that will take na streets. We be saying a case of abandonment. We get for do it to call family tracing. We get for see how we go able to find way for reconnect with them families. Now I make right now this rehabilitation process. President don't say Lord we lobby. In fact, the Ministry of Youth and Agriculture will the try for see how we go incorporate them when they are into their agricultural skills program them. So at least they go able to get a balance in life. When they come out to rehab, they can go into agriculture program. They can go in skills development programs. So at the end of the day, you know, go back na the streets. Because at the end of the day, now one of the causes they need for who they get relapse. Because the person don't go rehab, They don't go get coping strategy for live without the substance. But when you release them, they go back na the community and not get something for go do. And not get nobody for care for them. And not get nobody for support them. At the end of the day, what you expect back? It just they go back na the street because now they accommodate them.
How many people so far you go say I don't pull from different parts of the country, not just Freetown statistics?
Well, then I will do contact tracing. People are coming from different parts. It go surprise you for letting know say drugs don't pull people there all the way from Kaila and Cowden Freetown, all in search of drugs. You know, drugs don't pull people that are Freetown, yeah, Pongo, then Bo, go then Kaila. So people are actually transversing from one end to another just in search of drugs. So I know say now this specific number of people don't move from Freetown, can Bo. You understand? But even the rehabilitation center at Bo, we get people that be say they come off Freetown and go Bo, and they become homeless na Bo. Who take them, who they go na the rehab. Similarly to the one who take na street here, someone would ask them for the information. That moment they never give you information. Now then this year back, we don't they collect the data them back. When somebody tell you say in come up on kenema, somebody tell you say in people that they makini.
What's not this sustainable strategy where una think say need for be applied for letting all the calm na streets? Because if una they take them, you go notice say you come, you go meet other one don't come back.
So now that's I be the tell for tell you. For now we reduce the relapse. For now reduce the relapse, rehabilitation is a continuum of care. Rehabilitation is just one component of that continuum of care. But the other continuum of care, now sustainable livelihood. If person go through rehabilitation, waiting else after rehab? I make I tell you say the involvement of the Ministry of Agriculture, the involvement of the Ministry of Youth, the involvement of the Ministry of Education, all of that now inform the multi-sectorial approach. Of course, before now, the one way parents they get access to the rehabilitation through the Ministry of Social Welfare, they go register. Some of them parents they go with them. So when parents go with them, at the end of the way, the rehabilitation, though they reintegrate them with them parents them, some can go school back. The Ministry of Education, Basic Education, the one that be the university. We don't get university students then we don't go back na university. May you to know say the process for go university after you drop out of program. If you not be right later, you dey go back, you start. You understand? Now fresh application. But because of this particular arrangement, the Ministry of Social Welfare they list with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education for see how they go able to get state students back into the cause areas then. And we don't do them transition and they successfully.
Finance wise, how ready is the NDLA they prepare? Because the last time we get here, there were challenges of vehicles not get for movement, money not there, and then they will be done the year. But the president announced part of in 5 new decisive measures them. Money now one way we talked now last week to the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. Say that enough go for be an issue again. So currently as we talk, you go confirm say movements for una read them way una they do money not so problem again pan this first.
So money no they ever do. Know this. And this not to NDLA them money that they go into. They go to specifically. That money there, they go directly to a national tax force. A national, yes. So we are just one pillar component. And NDLA, another pillar component, not to them no more. We co-chaired by the military and the police. So, for example, the police give vehicles, the military give vehicles. So we get for, of course, their money then they go for ration, daily ration for personnel, and fuel for those vehicles.
But it is not, there's a budget.
Of course. I cannot deny. Of course, there's a
where
budget.
on all then structures that we just make mention
No,
of,
now where
they
it
tap
asks
into this
specifically about
budget.
NDLA, now that are the try for justify.
Beneficiary them.
Of course.
And I be done the complaints.
I know so the vehicle, well, for this particular task force, we president don't declare. In fact, like I say, it say that special security operational unit. Special security operational unit. We not get any constraints yet at the moment. Things they go on smooth. We hope because of the scaling up of the security, you understand, we want for commend His Excellency the President. We don't get 60 additional military, 30 additional police, and we don't get the vehicles them, and we really appreciate and we hope for see more of them in there.
I get.
Well, the vehicles then promised for now we get about 10 trucks and 10 trucks, and then pick up them light vehicle about 5 years.
15.
Yes, right now we use now. For now.
Now that we are comfortable a bit with some of the things that we for make una work easy, waiting at the assurance we go give to the public, especially in terms of cutting down the supply chain, coming after the manufacturers then.
So you where they outside there where they deal with drugs, or you where they take drugs. First, to you where they take drugs. No say the drugs where they take, no they solve the problem. And no say, if you no buy drug, that man where they make them or that man where they count them, no they get way for make a sell and give you. Pa. Now you they grieve for let that man, for go buy to that man, we will encourage that man for go make or count them. The you where they manufacture them, no say, you time they up. Very soon, the time go catch up with you. And we all na Sierra Leone, mama them, papa them, we all na society, let we ensure say we raise the awareness, we educate, we picking them, and we ensure say people get knowledge about the dangers of harmful substance and drugs abuse which affect the people in that alone.
All right, many thanks to Bawe joining me this morning for kind updates on the operations we were all last week in collaboration with the police and the army. We shall be able to take few addicts from various communities and carry them go na the rehabilitation centers quickly. We then functional rehab center there. Una sure say it go able for take all of them people there on they can get from different communities.
We go try, because the whole day centers they actually, or the rehabilitation centers them no actually get plenty beds. We go hope for say the military go give more facilities or give more billets them way for able for host more. Because again, you don't want to forget people them in a rehabilitation we go be overcrowded. You get to be very mindful, make a rehabilitation center not be overcrowded. Because when you're overcrowded, you're not going to get actual monitoring on them, you're not going to get counseling. Because we get one-on-one sessions with the victims them, because each one of them get a file. We need for know in story, we need for take and through in career pathway, we need for know how you get for cope, where you go back within society, waiting again for do social workers and get for do family tracing and get for try for. So if you go count more, it will make the workload so big and it not go easy for accomplish. So but we hope for say time to time people will not be get access to rehabilitation, will get access to rehabilitation, because now one of the things in the back, people need for no say they recover. Some people not believe say recovery they take place. Some man go tell you say, it not go well, bo, Christmas. No, they are not mad. They just need people for care for them. So the one we not fortunate for day 8 na the rehab, we brother and then we sister the UAD outside there, make sure say you able help and for talk to them and care for them. And the one way they get private rehabilitation centers, we know they go according to best practice. Make them know say the law day and the NDLA get the responsibility for regulate the rehabilitation centers and they. because we don't dey notice say people then they get rehab centers them we be say they know they do due process. SOPs and they will be say for tell you say a rehabilitation forget a medical doctor at least one visit a medical doctor. If forget nurse, if forget social workers, and you know for treat them in human form. For the chain them, for the put weight system, heavy load now they foot them and not for allow them for eat and they forget at least 3 days or 3 square meal. All of them things and they are facilities they will for be provided. They forgot rights to medical facilities. Therefore ensure say them be taken care of beside just the addiction problem. So please make we do the. I know say some of una really want help, but in the cause of una help, una no extort the people them of money. Una no they provide the required services to them.
Many thanks, Ibrahim Samuel Dugba, we join me this morning for can give updates on Usauna Day now. As according to you, now don't intensify the raid and the search. A different community then forget hold of people where una will get information say they sell the harmful substance there and self the one the way they take them when normally una can refer to as the addicts una they take them care then go to the various rehabilitation or holding centers where the government don't provide for them.
Correct. We call them addicts. They call them victims.
Victims of the substance them. Thank you. Well, now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to the entire team. We help we for bringing this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they wish you all a lovely day.
All right, till we meet again, Mabel Kabadis to get a good day and goodbye.
Mina Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown, and I want Rob Mott Lilibit for this proposed plan for divide Freetown into 3 cities. The reason why government give, they're saying that because of development, they're saying that because of improving service delivery. I can tell you up front, any city where they, who side we not plan the use of land, you not get land use planning, who side building permits, they're not effective, it go mean to say access will be a problem. And usai access not a problem, you will get challenged with disaster, you will get challenged with emergency access, you will get challenged with sanitation. And let me watch for we self the reality of waiting 45% of we city actually fever.
Me 3 grand picking there with me picking in wealth in mama. They're all not dying at this water crisis because people block the place where the water come, me just can't flush the hose. Then 4 die.
People just they build all side. So even this community what this place them when an access road where vehicle for come. As soon as you the kind side, so you not be access road. If incidents happen now, vehicle one kind side, ambulance one kind side. Now this community for can collect, let's just say emergency. I wanna feel say that the ambulance go cancel. They want to pass them to and can go na the main line.
You see, we start to map here. Motoka no de kaya, bike no de kaya, or say bike de kaya.
We try to cool and safe. This clean salon business. For kind size in able enter. Pass we take the dirty them. Go to our side. So don't build at the place.
You see? Then dirty the way the community people, then they pull from and where they see small rain, where then they throw in and then drainage jar. Now then they wash now the streets where we can see. You know, I feel like one time where rain come by Kisi Road, where at the pass, rain come, I see a huge dirty in the middle of the street. You know, where because of people don't get that ideology and that mindset, they say where rain come, then garbage, they only forgot to run a gutter, let water wash them. And forget say now the city then the dirty. You know, I feel I'm for the council people on that day because them be don't work that morning day, then where rain come, then come back and can't sweep.
All this are because of planning all day. All man they do so bad. Guys, you can inside, forget the dirty them. for care and go na do. Some people no get choice, so you go give them clean, so you give clean, so bobo. You go left for people and do what's there.
Because they don't say Freetown City Council, holy solely, they facing a council they do road, they facing a council they give building permit, let people and build a road, let people and block us and access road where people want to car for pass or try for kind side for collect people and that. Not to mayor they in charge of giving building permits. Not to mayor they in charge of making road. We get the SLRSA, we get the Ministry of Lands. So when they in charge of issue those things to people where you know they do them thing and they. If law and order no they all man they go do no more what he wants. Who side salon they go?
Freetown City Council not give up. We still move forward with new sanitation bylaw, and we really expect to see continued improvements because we don't make improvements. Dividing the city, the situation go worse because the Lily money we for go towards service delivery will now go for run the operating cost of 2 additional councils. So let we not fix the wrong problem. The problem we need for fix, now the problem of service delivery. Dividing Freetown, not get for fix now and
Term them like this, where politics they shape with future, career they define we path them, and the economy they touch everybody in life.
Big thank you to
One program where they ask the hard question them and seamlessly bring the answer them close to you, face to face with the movers and shakers, the voice them will matter, the issue them will count. 1 time per week, one big name, one big issue, one-on-one on Liberty Online TV. Every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. with Khadija Bangura. One-on-one, only on Liberty Online TV.
Country like Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na Politics and the People, the program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Now you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.